everybody. I feel like saying welcome back to you, although it's welcome back to me, I suppose. It has been over 2 weeks since I've done a video, maybe almost 3 now. Most of you know that I have been out of my office. We spent from a Saturday to a Saturday, full entire days. Could not have packed any more activities into any of the days that we did. We did a lot of driving. We flew into Heathrow first and then on up to Edinburgh. And then we drove from Edinburgh to Stirling, through Pitlochry up to Skye, and then back over to Edinburgh, and then made our way into England and spent some time in York, down through the Cotswolds, down towards the western side of the south of England to go to where Downton Abbey is filmed, and then ended up in London. So that was, like I said, jam-packed days. My daughter got engaged during that time while we were on the Isle of Skye, so that was super exciting. And I will have pictures. There's pictures currently on my Instagram of most of it. I don't think I've got all the way up. Internet was not bad most of the time, except sometimes when you're up in the Highlands of Scotland, but most of the time it was okay. I was just exhausted. I didn't take a laptop, partly for space and partly because I knew that if I had a laptop and it was there, I might be tempted to get up and do some work, which I don't think I would have. I was far too tired on that part of the trip. The second part of the trip, then we took the kids back to Heathrow, and then we met the Stampin' Up group, and we went on the incentive trip, a cruise to Norway. So we cruised from Southampton, England, up to Norway through some of the fjords and then back again. So that part was much more relaxing. But internet, if you've been on a cruise, especially when you're out to sea, I did pay for the internet package, but the thing happens is everybody wants the internet at the same time. So it kind of takes you back to the days of dial-up. Super slow, if available at all. So I spent some time this morning. I think I'm about 90% up to my emails being answered, and then I had to stand up. I'm a little jet lagged. Not really is the word, because my body, I don't think, just doesn't know what time it is in general. But you know, when we left, it was cool. It had started to warm up some in Indiana, but all of my winter stuff is what was out. And then we came back and it's in the 90s. So I had to do the summer switch around. I still had Easter egg stuff up around the house. I couldn't stand to look at any more Easter stuff when it's almost, I mean, you know, it's after Memorial Day. It is summer, right? So I had to get that stuff down. We have a friend coming to stay with us this weekend who was in our wedding. He's from Australia. And that is currently where I have over time been doing the wardrobe switch and packing. So our guest room is not in any way, shape, or form able to take a guest. So we've got all that coming up. So I did sit down this morning and I wanted to make something. So I would have a quick tutorial to put in the email that I'm going to send about June's events. I can't believe we're already to June. May was just, it was a fabulous month, but it was a blip because the beginning of it was so busy to get the stuff out. Although there were girls that I talked to on the trip who still had their May stuff left to do. I'm so glad, as hard as it was, that we got it out at the beginning of the month, because now my May's done and I can move on to June. So there is this, there are a couple of specials in June. Those will be in the email. You'll see my new host code. You'll get the new thank you gifts. And I sat down to stamp and I got nothing. I got nothing. So I thought, well, I'll do something simple, but that never really quite catches your attention. So then I saw this stack of lovely cards that I got because I did participate in the Stampin' Up! Incentive Trip swap, which is an organized swap. I took too many cards. I didn't know how many I was supposed to take. So I took, this was my swap, and you take, I think we were supposed to do 26, and then you get 25 back. So this was my swap, and I thought I would just show you the others because one of the specials is designer series paper, and so you'll see some of the paper on these. There were a lot more swaps than this. I do have pictures of the full boards. I didn't get a lot of close-ups. Again, I was tired, and I wasn't really working. So when you're not working, you're not quite thinking. It's not the same as when you go to a Stampin' Up! Business kind of event, and you're like, I want to focus on getting these kind of pictures of cards. It wasn't like that. My husband was always with me. It was in a room where there were games and prizes and candy, and always lots of interaction. So, and lots of people standing in front of pictures, of the cards. So to take pictures wasn't high up on my priority list, but I did get pictures of the whole boards, and I will put those over on the my blog that goes with this post. So this was the set that, I'm not going to remember names. I didn't know them very well before I went, and now 2 weeks away from brand new product, I'm not going to remember the names. But this is the paper that we did use for club in May. So those of you that are in club could remake this card. And then the designer series paper, I don't know, I don't think it's all of it, but a lot of it does go on sale starting June 1st. When I send the email, by then I'll know. I should have looked it up, but I just wanted to record this and move on. So here's another one with the daisies. I can't even remember what the daisies are called. So I love this little strip of this in here, and then she gave us a matching envelope. And then this one, I don't know if you can see, it has the new brick, which there's another word in front of the brick because we had a discussion about how that brick goes, and you can see it a little bit better on here. This paper is one of those, I think it's a love it or hate it paper. I love it, but it's a lot of color. It's a lot of ripped. You can't use a whole bunch of it on one card. I love the way that she just put one little strip of it on here, and then with some of the new specialty paper. One or two of them are fun folds, but I don't remember which ones they are. This folder, you can tell, is popular. And I love, I think this is my favorite new ribbon. I love this ribbon. Then here we have that folder again. So you can tell that people really are loving that folder. I'm just kind of opening them to see if any of them are fun folds. So there's that first little stack. Somebody had stickers made, and she had stickers in our packet as well. We got a bunch of fun stuff from Stampin' Up! As well. This one I love. It has the masking, which, you know, I'm a huge fan of masking. I will tell you that in June, the majority of my videos will gear towards the art of stamping. There might be a few less of them than in a normal month, because in June and July, I like to take a little bit of more time just to be able to spend with my family and outside and enjoy the pool. So the art of stamping will be the series that I do in June. And this would be one of those kind. It has the masking, and then she used the gilded leaf on that. That's a really pretty card. Then I haven't 100% picked what I'm going to do for Club in June. I'm going to look at it later on. But this is the Earth and Elegance, and it is definitely up for an option. It will be at some point, whether or not it's this month, because y'all really liked the card that I used a couple of times in videos just before I left, to the inked and tiled. Look at me pulling out names. I guess that's what happens when you're super tired. So if I can find a paper to go with inked and tiled, I may go that way. I haven't quite decided. And then here is the fun birthday balloons. If you were in Try It class, I will be sending a couple of other emails to you that has the links, because you never got individual linked tutorials, so those will come. Here's this adorable little monkey. I love him. My daughter has this set. It was one that I got for her when she was my big helper during the month of April and May. So it's a fun little circle set. And then this one, if you want to take advantage of this paper during the paper sale, I'm pretty sure that it will be on, because it's not any kind of a specialty paper. It's a really fun paper, and I loved the card that we did with it in the Try It class. But it will make some great summer cards, great Father's Day cards. You will have to order it pretty ASAP if you want to get it while it's on sale and then in time for Father's Day. But if you order it on the 1st, you should be good. This one was a popular little set. I noticed on the boards that more than one person, this and the typewriter, seemed to have a lot of fans. It's a little fun fold. The chickens. So we've had a couple of different chicken sets over the years, and they keep building. So if you have the chicken sets, they just keep going on. So you can add them, and they are the same size, and they'll match everything. This one reminded me a little bit of mine in color selection and just kind of style. A little 3x3 card. And it may also be the circle set. I don't know. I haven't stamped with it. And then love the animals. Can't wait to play a little bit more with those. This is a fun, kind of a different size thing. And she used the paper from the birthday set. This is not the paper that goes with the animals. And neither is this. Here's the animals. But this is the countryside paper. And maybe Earth and Elegance. Maybe there's, no, I don't know what that piece is there, but it's not the paper that comes with the animals. this person had a lot of time, I mean, spent a lot of time coloring those in. To color 3, are they llamas? Maybe? Knitting there. This is the paper that does go with the animals, and it's a little bit of a fun fold. So she's mounted these down. If you see one of the fun folds that you like, then just comment below the video and I'll recreate it in another kind of tutorial, except for the one I'm going to show you in a second. I don't think I'll recreate it. Maybe for try it class one day in a kind of a different version. I like this one. This paper is the countryside paper that goes with this die. I didn't use the paper that went with the die, and then other people have used the paper and not with the stamp set that it goes with. So there's that one. I'll show you this one in a second. Here's 2 fun folds, and here's the paper again. I did use, I have a tutorial with the scripture set, Courage and Faith and Courage, Courage and Faith. And here, this is the paper and the die together as they come. And I really love it with that ribbon. Obviously, other people love it with that ribbon too. It was a popular ribbon to put with that paper. So here's 2 fun folds. This one just kind of flips back and forth. I think this may be, it might be those dies. Maybe not, maybe it's different dies. It looks like they're a little bit of a different, those are more square. When you haven't played with stuff for a while. And then here is the one that I may do for a try it class sometime, but I'm not going to do it anytime in the near future for just a video because it's a work of art. So it's really pretty on the front. You can see it's kind of a triangle fold. And then as you open it up, you know, in try it class, I like to get all of those pieces of paper in. And so this has a lot of different pieces of paper, but it folds back like that. Isn't that spectacular? So in lieu of stamping, enjoy all this stuff that my other creative cruising demonstrator friends did, and I will get back to some creativity maybe tomorrow. Like I said, we have company coming for the weekend. I have so much to do. You know, we left and it was barely time to plant seeds, and now everything has sprung, and I have lots of empty flower pots that don't even have flowers in them yet. So I can't even make a list of things to do because I'm at that stage right now where it's a little overwhelming, all of the things that have to be done. And really everything's virtually of the same importance. So I'm going to work, and then I'm going to go tend to some more house things. I wasn't going to work until June 1st, but then I decided to do a half day today and then maybe a half day tomorrow so I can get to the grocery store in the afternoon. So that's what I have, and I look forward to seeing you back here in June with my Art of Stamping series. I may do like a buffer card in between because I got no Art of Stamping in my head right now. So I'll have to have another sleep at least before I can get something artfully done for you. But have a great one. And if you have any questions about the trip, those cards, specials, let me know and I'm happy to answer. Bye.